What's up guys, Stable here, and welcome back to another editing tutorial. As I said in the last, this is going to be about basically about cinematics. And in the last I showed you how to do 3D text and cinematics, and this one I just show you how to get the cinematics from. We call them in basically in Call of Duty. So first off, just going to set up the game for it, and it doesn't really matter what map. It's just if you have there's a basic things. If you have if you have a clip or something, and you want if the clips you have basically for the montage or the thing you're recording for, then basically you're going to choose that map. And I don't actually do anything with the game mode. The map you can choose any map you actually want, DLC if you have them and all that, but right now it doesn't really matter. So but in the settings, if you go into the game rules, we're basically going to I'm just going to switch this up to unlimited time, so I have a longer time to do it and not just anything. Score limit, just keep it on 1000 points if you want all that. Then next you're going, I think it's it's in general. Then you're going to general, and you're basically going to enable hardcore. Then I don't normally do anything else except if I can find if it is in this game, because I know in some games it is, but I don't think it in this game. Nope. But then you basically just enable hardcore, and then you're set to go. In other games, if you're recording in like Modern Warfare 2 or any other games, and you're going to do this, then it's fine. But you basically need to find where it says spectating, and you need to choose free cam. And I don't think it is in this game, and I don't normally I just don't do this. So basically you can record two different cinematics. If you want to have a cinematic in, let's say, just Haunted here, and you want to have both, you want to just have a normal cinematic where you're flying around and all that, and you want from Haunted, and you want a cinematic from where you can see the soldiers running or a soldier dying. If you want to have a soldier dying, I guess you can use bots in the games that have bots, and in the games who hasn't, you basically need to have a friend. And I don't have a friend right now, and I'm not going to make a make a cinematic where a soldier is dying. So and I haven't really tried that before. So basically, if you just want to have a cinematic where you can see the soldiers running, then it's fine. Of course, you can go in and create the class you want this to have, like a sniper, CUDA, or something. Yeah, CUDA, BIM, anything. If the clip is where the personal weapon, you're just going to do that. But right now it doesn't really matter. So yeah, basically we're ready for set now, and then we're going to start. I can say, if you're going to do this in games where there isn't theater mode, you basically need to need a friend to do the cinematic where you can see the soldiers running. And right now, as you can see up in the right hand corner, I have my FPS. You will normally take that off if you're going to do this, but it's just for the sake of this tutorial, I don't really care about it. But as you see here, I just use logos here, and let's say we need to just get in here. But basically, let's just say first, if you're going to record this in Modern Warfare 2, you're basically not go. You just go to choose the spectator team where you can choose it, and then you just need to fly around and do that. And if you have a friend, you need to have him run around for you and all that, or just stand. But in games where there's theater, you don't normally do anything. But let's say that I got when you record it, you have a clip where someone is running here with the locust, for example. You just run here and run up here and like do this, or just stop. You can do anything, and basically this is enough time to do this. And then we just end the game, and now we are going to into what's it called, theater. If you do this where the
you never stood a chance.
what's it called? If you're going to do this where you when you are what it called if you're going to do this in other games, you need to go in free spectating mode, and you let your friend run forward you, and you're going to do the cinemation that I think it's quite hard at the when you do it with your friend, but you can do it. You can easily do it if you're going to have a cinematic where you can see the person actually reloading the gun or something. You can get your friend to stand there where the clip is get, and he can just shoot and then reload the gun, and then you can do it. And if you do this on PC and not on a console, I will recommend to use a controller. But I know in some games you can't, and that sucks. But in this game you can actually use a controller, and I think that's quite that's a lot easier than not use a controller, because I found it when I need if I'm recording with the mouse and keyboard, I just when I press forward and normally forward the W, I go extremely fast and I can't slow it down, and that sucks, but you can't do anything about it. But right now you're just going to theater, going to recent games, and hit the update you got and wait for it to load, and just press start. It's good if you got a controller so you actually can do this, because I can show it a little bit when we get in. I just need to cover my controller too, if I can find this out. Yeah, but basically, some games you can use controller, as I said, and other things. But this is great if you have a controller. But let's say you can see here we're just first off I'm going to show you how I make my cinematics for a person who's running. So we are just going to fast forward to where it is. So let's see, that's here. Then we're going to just do this. Look, okay, I'm basically going to run from here. Then a little bit forward. Oh fuck. Wow, I just okay, we are going forward like this. Let's see, I'm running here, and I want to do the cinematic in that. So I'm going to click. I can't remember what is on the keyboard, but I'm going to press the left stick to toggle all this so you can see it, and press right, and I got it in third person, and then I'm basically just going to do this again and going to adjust playback speed. I'm basically going to half speed, and toggle, click A, toggle again, and wait for it to run. So you can see he's running here. Then you get this. You can always then that's basically it with that. And you can basically, if you will, you can rotate the what's it called? You can rotate your camera so you watch it from the side, from front, from back, whatever you want. This is just from the front, and let's say we have this, and that's fine. Then we are going to in free spectating mode, and for example, if we have a cinematic where we basically says like this, where we are like in the other video where you record a cinematic, and if you have a text or something on the wall, you basically just be here and go a little, just slowly there so you can see it. Or if you want a cinematic where you see this, you can also you can go back, so like this, and you can go half speed again, and oh, Whoa, 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 what the fuck's going on here? Change camera. Oh, that's because in the beginning, haha, my fault. But okay, like this. Then we just go here. Let's say, have him there, and house speed. Go in free spectating, and like say we will have a cinematic about with the waterfall. Then you're going to half speed or the preferred speed you will, like 3 here. Going to press start and just go do this, and then just go slowly, like slowly, and watch this. Like that's basic you can do with cinematic, or if you want some things where I can fix, if you like, then you can just do this, have him stop, have all speed stop here, and if you have a cinematic where you're just flying around, do this again, and then just do this. You could just do this on your thing, if you will, and just rotate like this and flying around. That's basically how you can do cinematics. I don't have anything to do cinematics from right now, but that's basically how you can do it. You can do whatever you want when you make cinematics. You can do the when you can see the person running, you can person dying, or just flying around like the map like this slowly. And like say if you had this and have a cinematic this, just be here, slowly forward and slowly rotate your camera and fly like this. They will basically do this, and yeah, that's all you can do in here. And I will actually tell you what I think. If you're going to do this in 1/2, or cut 4, 1/3, or any, not, I think you can do it without 1/3. But everything without theater, you will notice when you just do this, when you're in private game, do the cinematic where flying around. You will notice that there's something where you can see the settings, how you on the up in the left corner, and in the what is it, in the and you can see there's sometimes in the middle of the screen, right in like not in the middle of the screen, but in the middle of the middle and the top, if that makes any sense. There's basically sometimes just a spectating. I'll show you that in a minute where we get into Sony Vegas, and I'll show you that now. So now that we are in Sony Vegas, the way you're going to input your clip is basically up in I don't think I mentioned it the last episode, but you're going to file, import media, then go to wherever you saved your clip. Let's see, I have it in recordings here, local drive. This is just the recording where I talk in the game, but we need to have it all done. Then you just drag it in, and let's say you have a cinematic from here. Let's say okay, where did I run with the man? Okay, let's here. Say we have this here. Then this is basically you're of course going to record where you want it from, but we have this. Then we are going to find where he starts running. That's basically right here. And as you can see here, in the top here, I have where I can show my FPS, and I think I need to, yeah, I have a show where my FPS up there. So then I'm going to go ahead where my clip would stop, like basically there. Then I press S and just going to delete this clip, because you're basically going to do the same thing if you're not going to do you're just going to fly around. Then you're basically going to delete the thing you're not going to use and just have the clip here. Then we are going to press this with the clip here, this little box right here, and then go to, and if you have it, oh fuck, okay, and if you haven't already, make sure when you're going to do the animation right here down here, you're basically going to press this, so it's going to sync. As you can see here, it's going to sync where you are. So you're not, for example, if you press this on, you are right there, and then you are up over here. Just press sync, and then you're good to go. So when I normally do, I go into the beginning here, and I basically, as you can see, I have up here, and I don't have anything says on there out there. That's fine. So, but you can see I have my FPS, and I also want to have my. If this was a normal cinematic, I'm just going to be do this, so you can't see the FPS. But just because we have a person running, then I'm just going to drag almost all the way in and drag it a little bit down, like this, and then let's see it's playing. As you see, then like this. You can also, when you do it, then we have that, but remember to put it in the beginning, so it's not going to do like this. We have here, and then it basically like weak store. So it's going to look like this. This looks basically disgusting, in my opinion. Like this. That doesn't look good, and it ruins the cinematic in my opinion. But you can do whatever you want. But we have all this all the way. Then you can basically, if you forgot to do slow-mo, or you can do slow-mo because you are doing it in another game, then you can go out here to the right at the clip at the end, hit Control and then drag, and that basically does so it gets slower, as you can see. And that's how actually you do a cinematic. It's not that hard, but if you have a game and you want to have some this, and you don't have theater and all that, and you don't have a friend to do it, then it's hard. I found myself in that situation a couple of times, but yeah, that's basically it. You can put music in if you want, and yeah, I don't have anything else to say. So that's basically how to do a cinematic. And if you're not familiar with editing all that, in my next tutorial I'm going to show the basic tricks in editing in Sony Vegas. So stay tuned for that. And I don't think I have any more things to talk about. So yeah, I'm going to talk to you guys later. Peace out.